All right, guys. I'm sorry I'm a little late, but here we are. We just finished up on the Facebook thing, and now we're over here on the Instagram thing, and we're gonna do the same thing. We had a shit ton of people over there. I'm sure we'll have a shit ton of people here, and let's see what we got. And what we're gonna do is take questions today. Certainly not from him because he's dead on the ground. Captain. There's nothing. There's nothing there. I'm getting oh, it lives. It lives. It lives. Hi. Say hello to your massive fan base. Good boy. You're doing so good. Oh, yes. Yes, well, good boy. You're doing so good. Good man. All right. Good job. Everybody loves the cat. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. And I am going to, let's see if we can see this. See if we can see what's going on here. Boink, boink, boink. I don't know if I can or not. Maybe I can. I might not be able to. I thought I could. Is there a live going on? There is a live already. I want to see it. Let's see. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. All right. Okay, so guys, what we're going to do today is we are going to talk about the challenge and see if there's any questions. We're using this as a freshman orientation today, and if there's any questions I can answer for you guys about getting everybody up and running and getting everybody involved. Or if you've been doing it and you have some questions about what's been going on, so there might be there's a couple different ways of looking at this. Let me go over here. Oh, I know. I got to get to my other account, and then I'm going to go over. I know what I'm doing here. See, I'm not as stupid as I look. I'm just. There we go. Got it. All right. Okay. Now I can see your questions. So if anybody has any questions about the challenge, about what we've been doing so far, if anybody has any questions about joining in, that's what today is for. It's a freshman orientation. And I will play a lifetime warm-up for you guys at a intermediate kind of tempo, kind of getting us up to where we're living right now for the intermediate work. So the first 20 days was white belt work, and now we're doing intermediate. And the first 4 days have been adding on intermediate elements. We're going to continue that along until all the intermediate elements are added. And then I'm going to kick your ass in a different way once those elements are added, and you'll see what I mean. So lots of surprises coming on. So if anybody has any questions to start, what should I do with my parallels? I cannot pass 120. Okay, so this is a very common question. Thank you for this question. This is AKN Drums. Who asked this question. This is a very common question. I cannot get past 120. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is never say that again. Okay? You're not. If you say you can't, then you won't. So we're not going to say I can't get past 120. Rather, what we're going to say is that I'm meeting resistance in the 120 area. I'm meeting resistance in the 120 area, and I like ways to overcome that. Not that I cannot get above 120, because those are handcuffs. Right? So we want to frame it in a way that makes sense and is positive. So I am meeting resistance. I'm meeting resistance at I'm meeting resistance at 120. What can I do to get around it? Let's see. Let's see if we can figure out what we can do. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. All right? Okay, so what we're going to do, so that's the first step, right? That's the first step. So a lot of people, by the way, have this issue. All right, I can't. 120. I'm stuck. I can't do it. Now, generally, let me just put this out there. I can't diagnose what I can't see. Okay, and me giving you advice is going to be always general unless I'm working with you one-on-one. Okay, so this advice is going to be extremely big umbrella. It's not targeted necessarily, definitely for you, because I don't know what's happening with your technique. Now, I'm assuming, and if I'm wrong, you need to fix this, but I'm assuming you've done Great Hands for a Lifetime, and you've done the parallel section, and you've listened to all the things I've talked about that can go wrong when you get to the diddle section. And we just talked about this actually in on the Facebook Live. So we'll talk about it now on the Insta Live. All right. Now, this is 120. All right. And I'm going to play the, actually I'll back down 10 BPM from where we think the treble is starting. So here's about 110. Here's the check pattern. So here's our check pattern, right? So now when you're playing that, everything that I'm playing is dependent upon you knowing what a paradiddle is by doing Great Hands for a Lifetime, and then doing, very important, what I show you in the program, which is single hand mechanics. So when you put your left hand on your leg and you put your right hand on the pad and you look at the mechanics of a single hand. All right, so as we know that all great technique is made on subtraction. We're trying to remove things that we don't want from our technique. We want to, when you watch a great player play, without exception, when you watch a great player play, there is nothing between them and the instrument, and there's no extra calories being spent. All the calories that are going into it are literally going into the instrument. So the technique is transparent. Transparent technique with subtraction. So if you're looking at a paradiddle, which by the way, a paradiddle is an extraordinarily important rudiment on the drum set, because 98% of all drumming is made up of singles and doubles. And what are paradiddles? Combinations, our very first combination of singles and doubles. So you have an accent, diddle, tap. Accent, diddle, tap. Accent. Now the accent is where everything goes wrong. Okay? Accent. Now if you'll notice right here, this breathes. So again, do the Great Hands for a Lifetime program and you'll understand about a breathing fulcrum. Your fulcrum must breathe. If it doesn't, so this is again the thing that makes me nuts on educators. There's not nearly enough people. People talk about grip. Okay, oh, grip, like you're done. Like you pick a grip and you're done. Once you have a grip, there's a million things that have to happen inside that grip. And one of them, if you're going to do it correctly, match grip, is going to have a breathing fulcrum. It breathes, it opens, it closes, it squeezes, it relaxes. There is no tension without relaxation, and there's no relaxation without tension. They need each other. Okay, so understanding how to manipulate tension and release, which is the holy grail of all technique on all instruments. Relax, snap, open, it breathes. So that momentary snap is it's gone and it's soft. So the rest of the paradiddle, now this is where the problem is. This is played too hard and too stiff. This should be just a small little bounce and then a prep for the accent. So watch again. And then relax, relax. Same thing on the side. Okay, so now I'm gonna play it wrong. See how stiff and hard I am? If you play it stiff and hard, you get tired. If you don't, you don't. If you play it stiff and hard, you get tired. If you're not stiff and hard, you don't get tired. There's your summary statement. Okay? Look at the fulcrum's breathing. Look at the breathing. So that's how you get to play those things faster and better without getting tired. Okay, that's the secret to everything. All right. I hope that that helped. Let's see where we are. No, we're not doing metric modulations or anything like that. We're only going to do the stuff that's in the challenge right now. We're at intermediate, kind of think of it like green belt work right now. About the book you let us read, Think and Grow Rich. Do you have any advice for keeping the right mindset? That's a little off the challenge, but we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that at a different time. All right, let me know if anybody else has it. When you play Lifetime Moment, do you play it full volume? Do you find it useful to play a softer dynamic? Yeah, I did a once when my kids were sleeping during the last challenge. I did a few mezzo piano Lifetime warm-ups. The Lifetime warm-up is think of it as clay. Okay, it's clay, and then you can shape it in whatever way you want. The lifetime warm-up, this thing is clay. It's literally there for you to use whatever you want. You want to play it left-hand lead, you want to play it triple forte, you want to play a double piano. The world's your oyster, all right? Okay, that's it. Any other questions, let me know. If there's anything, but we've been doing a lot of writing, a lot of notation. We're trying to, I'll watch the 1,000 times more the parallel chapter until I pass 200, I swear. Okay, the other thing is, just remember, please don't frame it like I can't get past 120, because then you won't be able to get past 120. Frame it as if I'm having a challenge at around 120. What can I do to get around this challenge? Not that I can't, but what will I do? All right? Action mindset. All right? How many times a day to make faster parallels? As many as it takes. You'll notice a certain thing with my answers to all my questions, all the questions I get. How many times a day should I do something? As many as it takes. Some people will take an hour. Some people will need 10. So some people need 10 minutes. Some people need an hour. It's whatever it takes. Okay. It does not matter what foot you tap. No, I prefer to tap my bass drum foot, so I tap my right foot. But it doesn't really matter. And let me see. Is there anything else? Let me know. When you whip, do you tighten the grip? When I whip, please do Great Hands for a Lifetime. These are general. It's a much more extensive discussion on that because it's 4 hours long. When you play the whip, just relax. Just like if you did anything, it's like if the tension comes at the point where it's needed to engage. So the muscles engage at the point it's needed to engage. Not 1 second before, and they certainly don't linger after. So when I'm playing like this, I'm soft. Boom, engage. Get that tension, and then immediate release. So you can't play a fast, hard accent without engaging tension in your muscles. You have to. Again, yin and yang. You have to have both sides. There is no relaxation if there isn't tension to balance it out. It's just the way the universe works. You need to have both to have a healthy relationship with anything. The thing about tension and the thing about engaging muscles is just knowing how to do it and how to do it efficiently and keep that healthy balance. If I did this, let me play a bad accent. Now, first of all, my hand is hard already. Look how I'm holding the hand. It looks like I'm punching something. Look at that. It's disgusting. Look at this. This is terrible. Don't ever do this. And this, look at that. Look at this. I am seeing so many young drummers on Insta drummers who are playing they play their backbeats like this. See that? And because they're 19 years old, it doesn't hurt. And because, they're kids, they play that way, and it's not. The problem with doing that is the physical results and the physical damage you do that manifests later. This is like, you talk to anybody who does a sport for real. The reason people work on a healthy swing for golf, for tennis, for baseball, is not only because you're going to get more power and better results, it's also for you to stay healthy longer. The drums are a very injury-prone instrument for people who do not understand what I'm saying. Okay? So you have to have, the guys who get this. So when you lay a backbeat like this, and you're a kid, of course it doesn't hurt. Wait 10 years, it's gonna hurt. Okay? So what you want to try to do is, I'm not trying to say that nobody has to do what I do. You can do whatever the hell you want. But I am telling you that I've seen thousands of drummers walk through my life that have assessments, and the ones who are listening to what I'm saying are the ones who do not have health problems later. So if you want to hit a backbeat, there's nothing wrong with hitting a hard smack backbeat, but you can't lay it there and keep it down. You can hit it. You're not going to get a different sound by keeping it down there and pressing it into the drum after you play it. There is no difference in sound, trust me. If you think it's in your head, that's a different discussion. You can do whatever you want. But if I'm trying to keep people healthy, and when I see somebody who's like and they're a teen or even in their 20s and they're playing something and they go like, it's like, imagine just taking something and just hitting it as hard as you can and just leaving it there. So all that shock, listen, no one is above the laws of physics and physiology. That shock goes somewhere. It's gonna go somewhere. And if you don't understand tension release, so that like literally when you hit, it's gone and it stops here and it goes out this way, it's gonna go right up your arm. That goes right up here, and especially here, this joint. Tendinitis. How many times have I heard the word tendinitis? The most overused, misunderstood, misdiagnosed thing on drumming. You have wrist injuries. You've blown your wrist out. Let's call it what it is. Oh, I have tendinitis. No. You've destroyed your wrists. You've destroyed them. How are we going to fix them? That's another discussion. It works though. Relaxation works all the time. Okay? All right, that's the end of my rant on that. I like to see people healthy. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of bad examples out there. Okay, again, we are definitely staying on the challenge today. So stay on the challenge, and if anybody isn't doing the challenge, go to my YouTube channel. Start on day 1. Okay, let's do a lifetime warm up at 1:55. So again, this is like a freshman orientation, and this is the lifetime warm-up, and what we're going to do is the same one that I got everybody up through until day 24, which is today, okay? We're going to do the yellow dots up to the 3-stroke rough combination, and I'm going to add a green dot paradiddle combination, and then we're going to add more yellow dots as we go along. Okay, you'll see what I mean. All right, here we go. Top, 2, 8. Go to 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 'Doubles. Fill it up. All right, here we are. Now we're arrived at a long roll. Weave our way through the rudiment families, play with rolls first. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Laurel. 7, non-alternate. 2, 3, 4. Laurel. 9, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. 5, 4. Laurel, 10, 2, 3, 4. All right, Laurel, let's do some 11s, 2, 3, 4. Laurel. All right, let's do some singles and doubles with full 4-bar exercise. Okay, so we got the triplets into the 16, so full 4-bar exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and smooth, like you're drawing a line. All right, one roll. All right, now let's play 3-stroke rough. 2, 3, 4. A rough is a short single-stroke roll. Say it with me, loud and proud. All right, let's play some. Let's play the combination. 1, 2, ready, go. So both sides sound exactly the same. All right, last thing, parallel combination. 1, 2, 3, 4. Laurel. Out, 2, 3. All right, that's it. I hope everybody enjoyed this freshman orientation. I hope everybody's enjoying all the work. If you have, if you want to get started, just go back, go to my YouTube channel, start on day 1. Everything's right there. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Great questions today, and I'll see you soon.